Hello, second grade. This is Module 7, Lesson 3. So today we are going to kind of do a what's called a bar graph, which is going to look a lot like the graph that we've been doing for our progress monitoring. It's basically exactly like it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these this graph up here with the tallies, and we're going to transfer it down here to a bar graph. Now the first thing we need to do is we need to take all of our categories here and write them off to the side. So this bar graph is going to go side to side. You can also do the up and down bar graph that we do for progress monitoring, but right now I'm going to show you how to do it side to side. So first we need to take all of these and put them down here. So what's our first classification here? A bird. So let's write bird. Our second one, mammal. So let's write mammal here. Next one is reptile. Let's put that there. And the last one is, next we need to write our title, which I did here. You're going to just take the title that's on the top of the one that has the tally marks, and you're just going to transfer it down here. So the title is animal classifications, so we wrote animal classifications right here because that is the title of our graph. Next thing we need to do is we need to write our numbers. So we're just going to write it numerically, which means we're going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. And we're going to count. This one is number 1, 2, 3, and so on. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 sections. Now this whole section right here is 1. This whole section right here is 2. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look and see how many tally marks does birds have. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to color in all of the boxes up to number 4, the fourth line here. So this is the fourth column, so we need to color all of those all the way there. So that shows us that there are 4 birds. 1, 2, 3, 4 are shaded in, 4 birds. Mammals, how many mammals? 8. So let's shade all the way to the 8. So here's the 8. We're going to shade all the way there. And notice how my bar is lined up with the categorized name here. So here's mammal. For mammals there's 8, so we colored all the way to 8. Reptiles, how many reptiles? 5. Let's color all the way to 5. There we go, there's 5. And fish, there are only 3 fish, so let's color all the way to fish. 3. Okay. So that is how we're going to do a bar graph that is side to side. Now we can go ahead and answer some questions using this graph. It says how many more mammals than reptiles are there? So how many mammals do we have? Well, let's look at our graph. If we go all the way over here, looks like we have 9 mammals, or sorry, 8 mammals. So let's write 8. And are we going to subtract or add? It says how many more. That means we need to subtract. So we're going to take the 8 mammals minus reptiles. How many reptiles do we have? 5. So minus 5 equals, what is 8 minus 5? You said 3. Give yourself a kiss on the brain. Good job. Our next question, how many fewer birds than reptiles are there? Are we going to add or subtract here? Right, again, we're going to subtract. So it says that there are fewer birds, so that's going to be our second number because it's the smaller number. Reptiles, has how many? 5. So 5 minus how many birds? Go down here. 4 equals, what is 5 minus 4? 1. Good job. Next one. How would the graph change if we added 4 more birds to the bird category? So how many birds do we have here? Let's see. We got birds here. Let's go across and go down. How many do we have? 4. And if we added 4 more, are we going to add or subtract here? We're going to add. So we're going to add 4 more. What is 4 plus 4? 8. Good job. Next, we are going to set our bar graph up and down, just like in our progress monitoring sheet. So here is our graph that is up and down. We have another tally mark chart here. The title of this one is Animal Habitats. So let's write our categories here. So the first category is desert. So let's write that down here at the bottom on this line. Desert. What's the next one? Arctic. So let's put that down here. And the next one is grassland, and we're going to put right here. Okay, and the title of our graph is Animal Habitats. So we're going to put it right here where it says title, Animal Habitats. That way, if somebody's looking at our chart, they know what they're looking at. They know that they're looking at animal habitats. Okay, so instead of going across, we are going up and down. So the desert has how many? Let's see, there's a group of 5 plus 1 more is 6. So we're going to go from the bottom up and shade all the way up to the 6 here. There we go. How about the Arctic? How many do we have? We got one group of 5. So we're going to shade from the bottom up to the 5. There it is. And grasslands have, let's see, 5, 10, plus 4 more is 14. So the bottom all the way up to the top to the 14. There we go. There is our bar graph. Now we can use our bar graph to answer these questions. How many more animals live in the grasslands and Arctic habitat combined than in the desert? What does combined mean? Combined means we're going to add. So how many are in the grassland? Looks like all the way up to 14, plus the Arctic is 5. So what's 14 plus 5? Put 14 on our head and count 5 more. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19. And we're doing how many more? So we need to subtract. We're going to subtract the desert. How many are in the desert? 6. Good. Equals, what is 19 minus 6? Go ahead and solve that. Did you come up with 13? If you did, good job. Here's the next question. If 3 more grassland animals and 4 more Arctic animals are added to the graph, how many grassland and Arctic animals would there be? Go ahead and push pause and push play when you're done solving this on your own. Okay, so you should have gone ahead and solved this. Let's go ahead and compare answers. So if we're adding 3 more to the grassland, we have 14. Let's add 4 more, or 3 more, sorry. So 14, 15, 16, 17. And we are adding them together because it says how many grassland and Arctic animals would there be. So we need to add them together. Now we need to add 4 more to the Arctic animals. How many Arctic animals are there? 5. Good. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 9, because we added 4 more to the 5 that was there. It wanted us to add 4 more. 17 plus 9. Did you get 26? If you did, give yourself a kiss on the brain. If 3 animals were removed from each category, how many animals would there be? Okay, so we need to remove 3 from each category and then add all those together. So if we take 3 away from the desert category, how many are there already? There's 6, and if we take 3 away, it is 3. Plus, let's see, there's Arctic, there are how many in the Arctic? 5, and if we take 3 away from there, there's 2 left, so we're going to add the 2 to the 3. And if we take 3 away from the grasslands, 2, 3, how many do we have? 11. Okay, what is 3 plus 2 plus 11? Go ahead and solve that on your own. Did you come up with 16? If you did, good job. It is now your turn to solve. You're going to get your exit ticket. You're going to solve this. You need to make your bar graph here. Make sure you fill in the title, the names here, the bird, the fish, the mammal, the reptile. Make sure you write the numbers on the side. Then you're going to answer these questions, take a picture, and send it to me. Good luck.